Good morning, folks. It's mid-January. I'm on the very lower end of Truman Lake. I'm going to do something I love to do and haven't done in a long time. I'm going to do some spider rigging today for crappie. Just going to run 4 rods. Got some minnows, double minnow rigs, the old Captain Coleman rigs. I'm going to put them out, see if I can find some big schools of fish. That's the report, they've been schooled up down here. I'm going to see if I can find them, see if I can catch a few. Come go with me. My gosh, are those shad? Or those crappie? They look like shad to me. Now those look more like crappie. They're bigger. They're right on the bottom, 20 feet. Tell you what, that wind's kind of blowing into this cove. That's good. I'm gonna put spot lock, get my rigs. Like I say, I just got a double minnow rig. I got a 1/2 ounce weight because I don't plan to be going very fast. I'm hoping I can find these schools and just kind of set up on them, set still. If I was going to be traveling, knowing I'm going to fish probably 20 feet deep or deeper, I'd probably go to a 3/4 or 1 ounce weight. But like I say, I don't plan to move very much, I hope. I'm fishing 16-foot B&M BGJP rods. These are my favorite spider rig rods. So like I say, they're 16 feet, so if I run that weight down there just about the bottom, I'm gonna be down there 16 feet. Save a couple for the distance the rod tips out of the water. So I'll let out a little more line. Got size 2 hooks. Some are gold true turns, and some are just mustad, and some are eagle claw. But they're all size 2 hooks. Oh my gosh, what a school of fish I just saw there. Oh, I can't wait. Cannot wait. Sure hope they'll bite me old minnows. This is the warmest day we've had in a while, folks. It's been cold, I mean brutally cold. After the first of the year, we got quite a bit of snow and temperatures got down into single digits. This is the warmest day. Started out in the lower 30s this morning. About 34 degrees when I got on the water. Supposed to get up into the 50s. But it's supposed to be windy too, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Get my rods adjusted. All right, where were those? Oh, there's that big school, 34 feet out. Let's go to them. They're down there right at the tops of them, about 20 feet. Boy, that sun's gonna be bright. There's my rigs. There's one coming up. Come on. There's fish right there. Boy, that didn't take long, did it? I'm gonna hit the old spot lock. I mean, that didn't take long at all. Yeah. Oh, that one's a little smaller than I want. That's a 9-inch fish, but I want something a little bigger than that. Put my hands on my rods and I can feel the bite. Man, I ought to be right there amongst them. I can just get them to bite it. That's my rig right there. Got a fish looking at it. Oh man, he took it clear under. Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, he got my bottom minnow. Boy, that sun's bright. Got my B&M Pro 100 reels. 10-pound K9 high vis on the reel. I got my rigs made out of 8-pound clear K9 fluorocarbon. A lot of people have been just casting a double jig rig to these. I just wanted a spider rig. I hadn't done it in a while. Just kind of sounded like fun. We'll see at the end of the day. Look at that school of fish. Wow. 30 feet out, some right here at 14. My rig up there's one, there's two. They're down about 15 feet. I need to drop them down a little bit. Now I'm right there on top of them. Come on, man. Oh, there's a bite. I mean, I'm right there. All right, here we go. We're coming right into them now. Felt one. Oh, man. They're hitting it, but not getting it. Fish are down there 20 feet. Come on, fish. It's a minnow. You're looking at it. That minnow's right on top of them. There's one. There's one. That feels like a little better fish. Oh yeah, that'll be a keeper. That'll be a keeper. Good spot lock right there. It's just a keeper. Man, I don't know. I got a feeling all these fish are small. Let's see. Yeah, it's almost 10 inches. Almost 10 inches. I'm gonna keep a few fish today. Let's move on out there. I see a school out there. Come on now. Come on now. Man, I am sitting right over this school. May have to cast to them. Oh, I felt the bite. There's one right there, yeah. There's one. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah, that's a good one there. Good one in the sense of a keeper, for sure. Yes, sir. Come on, fish. They're live minnows right in your house. Those out there look a little bigger. There comes one. See them come up to look at those rigs? They come up. They're just not biting them as good as I'd hoped they would. We got these two on the right side deeper than these. These are kind of staying right above the school. I got these deeper down in them. Man, I'm gonna get my jacket out. There was no wind blowing when I got in here, and that sun, it felt pretty good. Now that wind's starting to pick up. I tell you what, I got it on spot lock. I'm gonna rig up a double jig rig to cast to them. See if we can trigger a bite that way. All right, folks. I can see they don't want that spider rig. I don't know why, but they don't. I'm gonna see if I can cast to them. I've got a 1/16 ounce jig on the top and an 1/8 on the bottom. These fish are deep. There comes it's a double jig rig, obviously. There it comes. Takes a while to get down there. All right, I'm right above them. There you go. I guess they want it moving. Oh, he just came off. Dadgummit. I got my Livin the Dreams chartreuse shad. This will be fun if they'll do this. Not used to sitting and fishing. I don't usually do that. There's one, got it. Just kind of had to drop it in them and hold it. Maybe that's the ticket. I can do that too. Oh, that's a pretty good fish there. Yeah, all right. Maybe we have to get over them and just drop it in there. Okay, all right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right, folks, I don't know. I can't get these schooling fish to bite. I'm going to go look around a little bit. Stay with me. All right, folks. I moved around the corner. That wind's getting tough. Try to get out of it, but kind of hard to do. But there's some crappie out here. I cast it in there and caught one. So I've turned the cameras on. That wind is howling. There's one. There's one, hit it. All right, that's two out of that school. Oh yeah. There we go. I just switched. I put a little sort of purple and chartreuse paddle tail. That's a Simply Crappie bait. Jamie Cross makes that. I like the looks of that. And swimming it, I thought that might work out pretty good. And it did, first cast. This wind's probably gonna play heck on this microphone, but I can't do anything about it. Hard to get out of it. I'm just gonna leave it on spot lock. These fish are kind of out in front of me. We'll let it fall and then just kind of swim it through them. Just getting one of them to bite. I got a new rod. B&M Godwin's rod, crappie cast, 7.5 foot. Man, I really like this thing. Pretty sweet rod. Got a good feel to it. It's a brush pile and I just got in it. Did I break off everything? Yep. There's what I'm throwing. Monkey Truce. Simply Crappie. Simplycrappie.com. Hiding from the wind, folks. Pretty much all I'm doing. Looking for these roaming crappie. All right, getting back out in the wind. I gotta turn. Gotta go this way. Gotta get back out of the wind. There's that school. Come on, come on. Come on. Got it. Got it. Now I'm going downwind. I'll get over that school and have to turn around and come back in it. That's okay. Yeah, that's a good one. He ate the little Simply Crappie. All right. Right, let's turn into the wind, see if we can find that school we just went over. Okay. There they are. 30 feet out there. I just got 6-pound K9 high vis on this. Okay, I'm not on them. Not on them. All right, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Right there. There's one. There's one. Come got it. All right. All right. Now we're starting to pick a few off. Boy, we got a little pocket right here. It's sort of out of the wind. It's brutal out there. If we could sit here long enough to get a limit, that's a little black crappie there. Uh-oh. Tell you, they're kind of liking this little paddle tail bait. I got a 1/8 ounce on the bottom and a 1/16 on the top, both pink heads. Those Goody's tackle jig heads. All right, where'd the school go? I think that's a brush pile. I got to be careful. Right there. The jig's falling down there. I'm right there at the top of it. Come on, something hit that. Dang it, is that a fish? I thought I was in the brush pile. I believe that's a fish. What do you know? I was getting ready to badmouth it. Yeah, it's a fish. I thought I was in the brush pile. Boy, they're not very big, but they're keepers. Almost 10 inches. Yeah, I was about to badmouth it. I thought I was in the brush. Had a fish on. There we go. Got another one. All right, these fish are starting to bite a little bit. I love to cast to them if they'll chase it. Oh, that one's, yeah, that's a nice black crappie there. Hit the top jig. Okay, we'll just keep doing this. See if we can catch another one out of there. Why not? I'm just spot locked now, folks. I know where the pile is, and I'm just kind of throwing out there and letting it fall. Not trying to necessarily keep the live scope on it. Just try to pinpoint them, cast to them, swim it through them. Hope I'm there. That is a big school of fish. Just slowly reeling it through there. Yep. Yeah. I like it. That feels like a pretty decent fish. Yeah. Yeah. That's a nice little white crappie. White and black. They're mixed in there. I was hoping I could catch some crappie today, folks. I'm down here at the house by myself. My wife's not here. I'm trying to eat a little better. So if I caught some crappie, which I already have, I'm going to clean them. And I'm going to bake some crappie tonight. I got me a little Caesar salad, and I'm going to put some in the oven. I'll show you how I do it. You might like it, might not. Pretty easy. I don't do anything fancy, that's for sure. Yep. Oh, this is cool here now, I'm telling you. This is fun. That old wind's brutal out there on the main lake. I'm glad I'm in here. Yeah, another nice. That one's on the front jig. A little 1/16 ounce. Well, they're fat. I tell you, they got a fat belly. Oh, you can see that or not. I mean, they're feeding up. Look how wide and fat that is. That group just sitting there. I mean, just suspended. I got it on spot lock. They hadn't hardly moved at all. Man, it's about every cast now. That's good. Those are active fish there. Oh, now that one won't make the trip. He's a little small. Sorry, buddy. Boy, I love this rod. My first time to use it. Godwin's. Old John Godwin. He's quite the deal. I like old John. Heck of a fisherman. I think he designed this rod for B&M. 7.5 foot. Man, it's got a good feel to it. I figured if he designed it, it'd be a good rod, so I took a chance. I was right. Got a little B&M BM 2000 reel. That reel's smooth too. I like that. You can get this in a combo. Just letting her sink down to where I think the top of that is. I kind of get a glimpse of it as that motor spins around. Then I'm just slowly reeling it. It's a brush pile down there. I don't want to get in it. There's a school. There I come. Oh, I thought he was going to get it. That's a brush pile. And then there's a separate school out there. There's the school. They're not on the brush. All right. Let's see where the school is. Oh, I got bumped. There he is. Oh. Yeah. I think this one will keep. Oh, yeah. These aren't monster crappie, folks, but I guarantee you they're going to taste good tonight. Ooh, that one's got that fungus all over its fin. He's probably close to 10 inches, but I'm going to let him go. Old fungus thing. Should be about the right depth, I think. Just a slow, steady retrieve. What? No fish this time? Nope. Have about worn this school out. Might have to find another one. Sometimes, you know, you catch the active fish out of a school, and that school will be there, but then they just will not eat it anymore. Let's see what we got. I don't know. It still looks like a lot of fish right there to me. See them coming out of it now? And that one chased it out. Okay, hit spot lock. I don't think this one's very big. No. Well, I bet you it's 9 inches. Let's see. I'm just wanting some little bacon fillets. Baking fillets. Oh yeah, that fish 9 3/4. Be perfect to put in the oven. I'm meat hunting today. I'm not size hunting. There's my jig coming down there about 55 feet out. Now I'm right at the level. I'm going to just slowly bring it back. Ooh, felt like something hit it. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, he's fighting all right. Oh, yeah. Black crappie. Nice one. Yes, indeedy. That's thick, fat. This little old school, they just keep biting. I like it. Simply crappie. I like these little paddle tails. Jamie Cross makes those. Old buddy, I've known Jamie a long time. I first got to know him when I first got into crappie fishing. Seriously, we were doing crappie.com camps, and I learned a lot from him. He's a heck of a fisherman over on Lake the Ozarks. Knows something about making baits too. Sent me some jig heads. I hadn't had a chance to try them yet, but I will. I sure do like these baits. All right, let me see. Where is it? Right there. Get lined up on it, and then I'll just re-hit spot lock again. Got some boat traffic. Everybody probably looking for some place to get out of that wind. Come on now. Only need 2 more fish for a limit. Don't make me go find another school. Yeah, there's that school. Let the wind blow me back so they're not right under me. Look there. Caught one. What do you know? Yep. Another black. It's fun casting to them. All crappie fishing's fun though. When do I ever go crappie fishing and say this isn't any fun? I'm sitting too. I don't ever do that. Uh-oh. That's what I was afraid of. Messed around and got in that brush pile. Gosh, dang it. Afraid never get that out. Double hook and brush pile. I can't put my little knocker down there with my double hook. I'll lose that too. All right, broke it off. Retie. I only need 1 more fish for a limit, folks. I'm going to catch it before I leave. I'll show you how I tie my double rigs. I think I've showed you this before. Where are my 1/8 ounce? Here's 1/8 ounce. That's going to be on the bottom. And then I'll put a 1/16 ounce on the top. So thread your top jig on first. Just run it through the line through the eye and just let it fall. and tie your bottom one. I just run that through about 4 times, 4 or 5. I trap it kind of behind that eye, that line. Just makes the loop a little smaller. It holds that while you pull that down, and then right when you get to the end, release it off that eye. And then you got a little loop like that. All right, clip that off. Now grab the one that's just loose on your line. Go up to about however far you want them apart. I think it's, I don't know, something just about like a foot, a little over a foot, 1.5 feet. And then I just double that line, grab it like that, run that same deal. 1, 2. This one up here isn't going anywhere, so you can do 3. Now I leave that a little longer, so I got a tag in. So there's my rig. Yeah. Monkey truce. Well, that sun feels good. I like my paddle to be down, so I want the hook to come out the top. There's one. That's the way I like to rig them anyway. There we go. Double rig. Lay those down there. All right. Man, it looks like I got fish right under me. Let's back up. There's that brush pile behind us. I don't want to get on that brush pile. Let's see if we can find these open water fish. I don't want to get hung up in a brush pile. There's that school. Ooh, that wind. My jig out there at 50 feet coming down. Double jig. Okay, now I'm just going to start slowly reeling it in. Let the old spot lock do its thing. Huh. Nothing. Come on now. You know, the 2 hardest fish to catch, the first one and the last one. I think I may have worn out my welcome here. All I see now is that brush pile. All right, let's turn and go with the wind. See if we can find us another group. Get my back to that wind for a minute anyway. There's some fish. 70 feet out there. Looks like another brush pile maybe. Let's say it is with fish on it. May have to get downwind of it, turn into it. I would say I'm probably going to get hung up in that, trying to fish it going with the wind. But I've never been too smart. Another one coming up there too, isn't there? See my jig. Maybe I can keep it up above it a little bit. No. Oh, yeah, I did too. I got a fish. Got a fish. Ooh, look at that out front there. Gosh dang. Oh, that one's a keeper. But it's pretty small. I got a big group of fish out there. Probably be wishing I'd kept it. That'd make my limit, but I'm not going to. That's a nice little, I bet that's a 10-inch fish. Just not ready to quit yet. Only 11 o'clock. It's kind of fun, you know. Now we kind of figured out a little something, something. Okay. Let's go on past it and turn into it. Fish into the wind like you're supposed to. Let's let Spotlock kind of line us up here and then we'll get on them. Oh, got to hit it first, I guess. If you want it to come on, you got to turn it on. It's not very good at reading my mind, I guess. Come on. There he is. Yep. All right. That finishes out my limit. He's not very big, but that don't mean I got to quit fishing. I got my limit taken care of. Gosh almighty, look at the fish, would you? Woo-wee. I can taste them now. Let's get a little bit closer. That's a brush pile, and there's suspended ones out further. I'd rather fish for them. Two brush piles right there together and fish all in between them. All right. Never been a big brush pile fisherman, but I may have to do more of it. I like it. It's been fun today. Thought I was going to spider rig. That didn't work out very well. I tell you, they just didn't want that minnow right there in front of them. It seemed like they want this little moving bait. It's okay. I like it when they'll chase a moving bait. I think it's a big ball of shad, a big ball of crappie, or brush pile. It's just a quagmire. Crappie quagmire. I can't really say that. Crappie quagmire. Say that 10 times. Yeah, it's a huge ball of shad right in the middle of all them. Why would they eat my bait when they got all that shad down there? See, that's a big ball of shad right there at 30 feet. That's a brush pile in front of it, 15 feet, and that's crappie. Looks like some better crappie out there at 45 feet. Let's move on out just a little bit. Get kind of over the brush pile. Fish for the crappie. And I'll be marking the brush pile too. Okay, right there. There's my jigs coming down out there at 55 feet. Now I'm at 45 feet. Come on now. That's a big school of crappie right there, folks. All right, I'm gonna hit spot lock again now that I kind of know what I'm doing. I love it. Just can't quit. Oh, that feels like, I told you, that looked like a little better fish out there. The marks were bigger. That feels like a better fish. Don't you get in the trouble? Oh yeah, that's the best one of the day right there. Oh yeah. I told you, man, that's a nice fish there. Nice black fish. Look at that one, folks. That might be my thumbnail right there. I like that. Woo! All right, best fish of the day. We got our limit. He gets to go back. Thank you, though. I need to go clean them, get ready to cook. But it's just noon. Maybe I'll catch another one. See that group? It's 45 feet. Now those look like better crappie right there. See them at 40 now? Okay, I'm gonna hit spot lock again. There's my jig out there. Come on down a little bit. Right in there. Oh, he had it, dadgummit. He had it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got the brush pile. I'll break this off. We're going to call it a day. I bet I do, too. Oh, man. That 6-pound K9 line's tough. Oh, I'm pulling the boat. How can that be? Oh, there she popped. There she popped. All right, folks. We started out, I was wanting to catch some spider rigging. Didn't work out. Caught 2 or 3, I could just tell right off the bat. That just wasn't the way to do it. That wind picked up. Just wasn't a good way to do it. Came over here, got out of the wind, found some schools of fish, started casting to them, and they started biting it. Love my rod. Godwin's Crappie Cast 7.5 foot graphite B&M rod. Only problem, it's got old John Godwin's face on it, so I guess you have to deal with that all day. That's all right. We love you, John. B&M BM 2000 reel, 6-pound K9 high vis line, Goody's tackle jig head, and Simply Crappie baits. SimplyCrappie.com. I like them. Iberia, Missouri. Check them out. I'm going to go to the house, folks. I'm going to clean these fish and may show that to you. I've done that 2 or 3 times, but I may film that too. So this may or may not be the end of this video. And then I'm going to cook them tonight, and I'm going to show you that too. But for now, we're gone. See you. All right, folks. I'm back here at the Baker barn. I got the crappie off the stringer, got them in the sink. I'm going to clean them up. I'm not going to clean all of them on camera because I've showed you this before in some of my earlier videos. But for those of you that may not have seen it, I'll clean 3 or 4, just show you how I do it. I use an electric knife. I use this Rapala R12 HD. I love this knife. I got a little thinner blade on here. Actually, I think that's an American Angler blade, but I like that style blade for cleaning fish. All right, it's real simple. Just lay them down. I grab them by the gills so I can hold on to them. straight down, then right down the backbone. Just like that. When I'm by myself and don't have somebody cutting the ribs out, I stack them up over there till I get a few, and then I'll cut the ribs out, and then I throw them in my sink, which I've got circulating water in there, and so I put them in and let them soak while I'm cleaning them up. Again, focus your knife on the top instead of the bottom of the crappie, or you'll cut through the bottom. See how I've got it angled more toward the top than the bottom? Oh, I cut through it. I shouldn't have done that. But that's all right. If you do that, just pinch the very end of the tail, just right down there. Takes that skin, put it right there. I got a bucket under that sink. That's simple. Some nice black crappie. Uh-oh, got a little deep on that one. Need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I don't claim to be the world's greatest fish cleaner, but I've cleaned a few in my day. Yeah, I messed that one up. Got too deep on that first cut. It's all right. Do one more. Now I'll show you how to cut the ribs out. Man, I'm hungry. I haven't had any lunch. Just had a little protein shake for breakfast. I'm not going to eat till I get these crappie cooked. They're going to be good. Good, healthy meal. All right, I've done about 3. And so then I just take the ribs. I use my electric knife if I'm by myself. I just go right down that top of that rib bone, cut a little V right there. Take that rib. Gets all the bones out. There's no bones in there. I'll come back and clean all the fat off these after they soak a little bit. Ribs out. Fat off. This fish got some eggs in them. They've always got a bit of fat across the top and some right down here on the bottom. Like I say, I usually come back after I get them all ribbed out and they've soaked a while. I'll come back and get that fat, pull that fat off of there. Right down the edge of that rib cage. All right, there you go. I'm going to do the rest of them just like that. We'll come back and kind of clean them up, and I'll show you how I bag them. All right, folks, I got them all clean. Got all the ribs cut out. They've been just soaking in here. I'll show you what I was talking about, coming back and getting that getting that fat off of them. When you pick them up, they usually got a piece of fat along the bottom and right across the top edge. So I just pick that off and throw it out. If you missed a little piece of skin or whatever at the end, you can kind of clean them up. Get all that off. Just go through each one of them. See that piece right there? I'm going to get rid of that. Just kind of rub your hands over them. Make sure there's no bones in there anywhere. You didn't cut too deep or too thin or whatever. And if you do, just kind of take your little knife and trim it out. But that's the way I do it. All right, so what I do, I think 15 fillets is about the perfect amount for 2 people. Usually my wife and I will cook 15, whether we're frying them or we're baking them. And generally, we'll have a few left over, which I always have for breakfast the next morning. So I just take a quart bag. I put 15 fillets in a quart bag. I label it with the date and the amount. And then just fill it completely full of water. You want it so full that when you close it, you squirt water out and get all the air out of it. All that water out. Just like that. No air in there, all water. You freeze that. I've kept fish like that for years, and they're just as good when you thaw them out as when you put them in there. But these 15, we're going to bake, and I'm hungry. And I'll show you how I do it. Hang on. All right, so first thing I do is just get a bunch of paper towels. I want my crappie fillets good and dry. So I'll just lay that there. Let me get my fillets. I'm hurrying because I want to try to get this video. Typically, I'd let those fillets stay in that sink for a while and keep soaking. They'll get cotton white. I mean, let them soak a while. These got a little color to them because I didn't leave them in there very long, but they'll be just fine. Just make sure you got plenty of paper towels on hand. I've got the oven heating 350. I just do 350. These fillets are small. I think it won't take any more than 15 minutes for these in the oven. If they're a little thicker, bigger, I might do them for about 20 minutes. Of course, I prefer my fish a little more on the done side than the rarer side, and some great big fillets I put in the oven at 350, and I'll let them cook for 20 minutes and they're just perfect. But, you know, that's up to you. Anyway, I get them good and dry. All right, I'm going to go get a pan and get my ingredients. I'll be right back. Okay, I just take a baking sheet, line it with foil. All right. Now, I take a little olive oil spray. I just take that. I kind of spray my pan a little bit. Now, I take my fillets and lay them out here in the pan. I just take my fillets, lay them all out like that, and then I'll spray them. Good olive oil all over them. And then you can use whatever seasoning you want. I use different seasonings at different times. Sometimes I use that black and red fish seasoning I really like. This is just Lowry's seasoned salt. I give them a good coating. Of that. And then I like garlic salt. So I've just got some Lowry's garlic salt. Some good garlic on them. Then I flip them over and I do the same thing on the other side. I coat both sides. I'm no cook, folks, so you can help me out. Leave me some comments what I'm doing wrong. All I know is generally when I'm done, it tastes good. That's what it's all about, isn't it? So again, I give them a little dose of that spray. More garlic salt. More seasoned salt. And that's it. I put them in the oven. I'm going to put these in for 15 minutes. The oven's heated up. Let's put them on that rack right there. Okay, 15 minutes. We'll be ready. I'll be back. Okay, folks, it's been 15 minutes. Let's take them out of here. See how they look. Man, oh man. Boy, they smell good too. Let's see, I got me a little Caesar salad in here already made up. I'm gonna put me a few fillets on here. Oh man, look at that, they're just crumbling. Perfect. They just crumble like that. That means they're right. Can't even pick the whole thing up. Perfect. I'll use the same scoop for my salad. A little salad. Cover that back up. That's it. Just salad and fish. All right. I'm telling you, folks, it don't get any better than that right there. I just use a little salt, a little pepper. Let's try it. Perfect. Man, that's good. I was hungry. It's 1:30. I haven't eaten. That's a good healthy meal there too, folks. Little salad, little baked crappie. Only thing makes it better, got a little Mike Baker video on the TV. I think I'll watch a video and have lunch. Thanks for being with me, folks. It's been a great day. Fish were running on the small side, but it was fun. The wind was blowing. I love to cast to them. Caught some that way. Bought a bunch of minnows, didn't need them. Threw them back in the lake. At any rate, I'm gonna have lunch. Turn this camera off. Enjoy myself. If you've enjoyed this video, hope you'll check out the ones on the end. All you gotta do is touch them. Please like and subscribe. Share this. It means a lot to me and the channel. Thanks for being with me. I'm gonna get busy.